Wow, how did we come up with this beautiful cover? Hello and welcome back to my writing journey. I'm Ellen Byerrum, author of The Crime of Fashion Mysteries and soon to be published CROOK Tales for Two, a new book set in a new time and place. I hope you can tell it's Art Deco. It took 3 people to come up with this cover. First, our talented artist, Kate Lamoure, who drew the image. My husband, Bob Williams, who is in charge of overall design and typographical placement. And it was my original idea. Now, every book deserves an original cover that entices the reader to pick it up and want to dive into the action. Because I am independently publishing this book, I get the big say in steering this ship. As an example, my first big publisher was my play, A Christmas Cactus. Now, play scripts are pretty plain. They pretty much look like this if they were published by Samuel French. I was so excited to see my play. I know that they have a variety of color stock. They have red and green. It was a Christmas mystery. And I opened the box and it was gray. I was so depressed. And people kept saying, but you've been published. You have a publication. And I kept saying, you don't understand. It's gray. It is a Christmas play and it is gray. Well, I learned to live with it. And it has had many productions. So I can't complain too much now. But boy, then I certainly did. With killer hair, I always wanted to emphasize the glorious locks of the victim and present it with a dash of mystery, her closed eyes. If you turn the book over, you get a little surprise because the eyes are open. So where do you go from there? I've had people say it really startled them when they did that. So I love that cover, but this is our cover. This is my cover after receiving my rights back. But the original cover, I came home, I opened that big box of books, and I saw it and I thought, oh my God, it is Judy Jetson getting a haircut. So I was surprised. This cover in a way misleads the readers because my books I consider screwball noir because they're funny, they're fashionable, but they have a dash of danger. This makes it look like a cozy book, which it really is not. I understand that traditional publishers certainly don't want those pesky writers with opinions about their own work, and my opinions may be a little startling because I want the best for my book and the best for my readers. Because CROOK Tales is set in a different time and a different place, New York City in 1934. It's long ago and far away and seems almost fantastical. It should be distinctly different from my Crime of Fashion Mysteries, which all feature a photo on the cover. CROOK Tales had to have a sophisticated air, reminiscent of those glamorous magazine covers from the 1930s. I did a lot of research in magazines and in the period, and the covers had great illustrations, but also every story in them, and they had numerous stories, had pretty great illustrations such as this one. Can you see it, honey? This one, The Road to the Left, it shows a Broadway crowd, which is really great. My book also has scenes set on Broadway. I was also inspired very much by the art of J.C. Leyendecker, a famous illustrator in the early 1920s. He did magazine covers. He did 322 covers for the Saturday Evening Post. He also is known for those very stylish, glamorous Arrow shirt ads and the Arrow shirt men. So my cover is very much an Art Deco look from the 30s. Kate, in her video, which I'll tell you about in a sec, discusses how she researched the illustration ideas and J.C. Leyendecker. I approached Kate Lamoure after I saw her YouTube video on J.C. Leyendecker, Master Study with Commentary, and I am going to post a link below. Kate also has included a video on how she came up with the cover art for CROOK Tales. It's very insightful and instructive. You can see how she put the cover together the covers, the original cover sketches, and how she researched it. Though Kate had not worked on a cover before, I felt that she was the right person for the job. I contacted her. She was gracious. She was excited about taking on the task. We had many discussions. We had phone discussions. She gave me sketches. We decided on the main sketch that I loved, and we had other conversations, and we even talked about pre-code movies and how shockingly modern they seem today. I am including links in the description below to her video on Leyendecker and her video on creating CROOK Tales for Two. While Kate provided the gorgeous cover image, the typeface and the design and placement of typography was done by my very talented husband, Bob Williams. We found a wonderful new font that makes the type glow and look like neon light. It looks as if the couple on the cover is dancing beneath the neon lights and will just dance on to some excitement. We also added a touch of danger, and there are a couple of Easter eggs on the cover. I suggested that we replace the T with a cocktail glass, which suggests champagne, glamour, elegance, and I really hope that it makes the reader want to pick it up and read it and dance into the book with it. Does it make you want to dance along? I hope so. That's all I have for today. Look for the links in the description below, and I'll talk to you next week.